Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool builds by a bunch of different authors again to check out this week. So everything today is being shown in Reforged Eden 2. I believe they're all for that. If they're not, we'll figure that out on the way through. So the very first creation we're looking at here today is the Gunbort-Hutami, if I said that correctly, by armsyura. And very cool looking build here. Goes with the author's other builds in looks and style and like faction basically. And very cool looking build here, I gotta say again. Right off the gates, I'm kind of thinking this is more of a combat ship, just based on its layout, but not its current weaponry, because I believe it's stripped down a fair amount to probably balance the CPU at a particular level there. But you can see where there's a lot of launcher mount points and things like that. Probably some turret mount points around here as well. Very cool. Yeah, like it looks like a turret mount point probably right up in there as well. Very cool looking ship here. Check out some of the intricate details here. This is pretty interesting. I believe there's a... No, there's not a thruster there. It almost looks like that would be like a strafing thruster port, but it's actually not right now, at least. Maybe... No, we actually got like other parts behind there, so... Interesting. I like how the steam is coming out of there, though. That's pretty cool. And this, I don't know, just a pretty interesting looking feature there. I like how all these, all the block work is done kind of simulating like these... bombs or guns in various places. Looks like we do have another like turret mount point over there. We do have some installed missile turrets over on the sides here. Let's get around to the back side here. Oh, interesting. Single forward thruster on here right now. At least exposed. Let me see what's behind here. Looks like yeah, I just wanted to see if those were potential. Obviously, you could remove the blocks here and add in a thruster if you wanted to, but it's actually running a drive thruster for its main forward propulsion already, so probably don't need to do that. And you got a nice landing pad up over here, and cool looking radar antenna array. Oh, that's really interesting. Huh. Now it looks like there would be two blocks at the same position, but I think the light post deco light part is it doesn't actually count this end one as being a filled block, so you can put something else there, which is really cool. I've never seen that done before. And quite a bit of either target painters or target painters there, and alarm sentries on the build as well. I've seen quite a few of them throughout the build. I thought there were some in some other areas here too. Yeah, like down over here, another alarm sentry. Very cool. Interesting what we're seeing down below the glass here too. That's that looks pretty cool. What is going on there? What is that exactly? That looks cool. That looks cool. Obviously there's a part in there. So I don't believe that's textures or block works there, but I think we're running. Is that a great big old? Oh, it is. Oh, this is a giant launcher in here. Oh, this is the Thor, isn't it? No, main plasma battery, heavy. Okay, so that's kind of mounted right in here. And I believe the way these work, they actually do fire through the center slot between the two turrets, which would, these doors would open up, and then you would be able to, oh, check that out. That would be, so there'd be two on, basically a heavy on each side here, heavy plasma. Yep, another one over on this side. Very interesting setup. That really conceals those too. I mean, you just do not see them from the outside unless you're like sneaking through here and checking that out. Very interesting. Okay, so it does have some pretty big guns on board already. It's just very, very discreet. That's cool. That is cool. I like how the glass kind of accents that on the top side as well. Got some more steam and smoke coming out of places. Bottom side of the plasma launchers there. Yeah, looking really, really, really good. Cool looking bridge too. I like how the glass was done on the sides of the bridge here. Kind of going to a 22.5 angled glass piece to a 45-degree angled glass piece, and then mixing in some of the other glass for the front and going around there. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right, so I want to find a place to get on board here. Let me look around the bridge here a minute, and obviously I can get in through the landing pad door, but just want to see if there's any other areas here. There probably is. They're often tucked away a little bit hidden at first glance. But here, let me park up over here a minute. Let me adjust the lighting. Let's get it something like that. All right. Let's see what's going on the inside here. So we got plenty of supplies as soon as you walk in. We got a big old fan right there, giving you some nice fresh oxygen. Looks like we've got our medical bay wrapped around this area here already. Very cool looking. Oh, that is very cool looking. Pilot seat in the back of the ship. Actually, this is going to line up to the bridge already, I think. Yeah, that's cool. Big, like, robotic arm swiveling pilot seat up in here. Very nice. So, yeah, a lot of utility already. Armor locker right back in there. Underneath the ventilator. And, my goodness, I think we're... Hold on, let me take a leap. Okay, so that's it kind of keeps you back from the front windows. Oh, I was trying to get in there one sec. Yeah, okay, so you'd have a view something like this if you're flying in first-person view. And honestly, I think this may be the only interior location. At least I'm not seeing anything else that connects to this room here. Let me fly through the hall here. No, there's more. How do we get there? Oh. I missed an elevator right here. That's how you do it. Okay, so we've got our planning room in the back over here, which is this is actually the auto maintenance system. So if you get some damaged blocks while cruising around, this will automatically fix those for you, but it will not replace missing blocks. Now we got some storage controllers here. Got a cool looking walkway through into the chill out spot over here. We got a couch. We got TV, fridge. Got a little plant. Yeah, I got all the crew stuff in this area here. Very, very cool. All right, I'm gonna walk back this way a minute, and let's continue down the elevator. Okay, so we got our CPU core room and our main core mounted right in here. And I'm not sure what CPU value this ship is at right now. This is a stabbing guess. I would say either a core 7 or 9. But I would say core 7 because I've not seen a lot of guns on it. But I could be wrong on that. Definitely has some shields and other things going on. So we got a crew room in the back over here. Looks like we got 4 bunk beds for them. And another storage controller coming down the elevator there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we do have a ramp to get us up from the lower part of the ship as well. A bunch of cargo boxes in the area. Very, very cool. I like the color difference here, having like the like industrial orange mixed in with the grays and whites. Very, very cool. And, yep, this is going to weigh in from the bottom of the ship over here. So, at nowhere did I see any hallways proceeding forward from here, though. It looks like they all kind of shut down. So I think that would be our interior space. I'm going to fly through the hall here a bit, see what's happening in the front. Okay, it looks like heavily reinforced here. Let me see if we got what kind of material this is. So combat steel over there. We got our advanced warp drive in here. Looks like we got decoy generators up in here too. Oh, we have here. Let me put the light on too. We got a decoy launcher, decoy thrusters. Yeah, just a lot of decoy stuff on the front of the ship. So obviously set up for combat, and also running some combat steel. And okay, combat steel definitely up around the front, and then it looks like it transitions to some hardened steel. And back to some combat steel. So yeah, definitely a mixed hull material. A lot of decoys, a lot of front armor on the ship for again for combat. Now, let's get the lights back on here a second. Take a look at the numbers. Very, very cool ship. I really dig how these how those big guns are kind of really hidden away in there too. Offers protection. They're sitting pretty far back on the hull. The AI is going to be focusing, shooting at this general area. Well, whatever other guns you have are going to be blasting it. So it should work out pretty good. All right. So unlock level 25, size class 4, 34, 30 strafing, 26 lift. 27 reverse and 26 down. Got 18 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. Taking a look at its current weapon loadout here, we do have a long-range radar array. I didn't even see that when I was flying through there. We got the 2 light missile turrets. 8, holy crap, 8 main plasma batteries. Okay, definitely not in the Core 7 range anymore. But 8, I only seen 2. Oh, I was only looking at the top. Oh, that makes sense, I think. Wait a minute. So we got 1 here. So, and then we got another one on the bottom side. So that would be 2. But it's got... Oh, wait. What about in here? Oh, check that out. Okay. Wow, this is really sneaky. Really, really, really sneaky. I missed that on the way looking through the hull, but 8 main plasma batteries on this. Okay, okay. Now you're talking some pretty good firepower there. They're very, very cool setup with that. Yeah, it's sneaky too. Gotta say, it didn't look like it had a lot of guns on it, but it actually does. All right, back to the stats here. Well, 8, yeah. Using 4 quantum processors. Reactor core, so it's definitely running a fusion reactor for its power plant. 4 quantum processors would pretty much translate to Core 9. And that's what it is, Core 9. Very, very balanced to Core 9, too. So, yep. Standard core package here for Reforging 2. 2 basic, 2 improved, 2 advanced, 2 superior cores. We already checked out the warp drive, and this is in advance, so that is the 60 light year warp drive, and then it also had a long range radar array on it, sneaking in here somewhere. And stock sealed on here, 97,900 on it. So very, very cool setup here. And it also does have the target painters, which definitely helps with aiming your fixed weapons. Let's check out the storage here. So, looks like we got 2 320k ammo bays, 640k main storage bay, and then I believe a lot, well, no, we got some more. We got a parts bay for 320k, and I think a lot of these other ones are going to be boxes, or sort boxes for various items here. Auto maintenance system on here on board as well. Let me fly just a little bit more in the hull. I wanted to see, yeah, I was kind of curious about that too. We're running some big old plasma turbines in here too. Large shield parts. There's our fusion reactor. So yeah, definitely a lot of stuff going on here. So yeah, quite a bit of plasma too, or plasma turbines, I should say. Yeah, so it looks like 4 of the big ones. I think those are the 3x3s. Yeah, so that's gonna it's gonna be light on power or fuel usage as well. So yeah, very, very cool setup here. Very cool setup. Again, this is the Gunbort-Hutami by armsyura. Very, very, very cool build here. Plus, yeah, sneaky running the full 8-pack of the main plasma batteries on here, which is, yeah, that's sneaky. Those are big. They're hard to conceal, but the author did it really well here. And I believe all these door openings would work for those guns on how they fire and whatnot. It's very interesting that way. So, yeah, very, very cool build. All right, so moving on to the next build here. This one's crazy. So, this is the Kumba A RE2 by Empyrion. And it is semi-recognizable to me. The lower part of this build is, I would say a very heavily modified Maykar. Very heavily modified, I will say. Extremely heavily modified. Holy smoke. So, yeah, this this part here is like part of like the stock Maykar sort of in this area, but with some modifications to it. But then that was also moved to the front side of it. So it's got a second module bay, or Helios module bay, over here. And then it has like a whole nother build on top of that, which is just wild, with some more bays here. So yeah, kind of like a larger scale module carrier, and it looks like it's got a hangar up on the top level as well. We got a long range radar array control tower communications piece over here. Very cool. I think we're looking at a decal part here, but right now it's just running a detector, but it gives you room to put in up to a long-range radar array. You do have to remove the detector to add those other parts, so that makes perfect sense there. And then we have a new deck on the top of this, which is really, really wild. It looks like we've got, oh wow, we got a bridge up here. Wow, this is, it's like it started with parts of the Maykar. I won't say the Maykar itself. Parts of it. And then it's just like a whole nother thing. Wow. Whole second floor on it. That's very, very cool. Very, very unique here. A lot of turret mount positions, too, I'm seeing on the sides here. So definitely looks like it's set up for some more weaponry. Especially versus the original Maykar. There's not much original about this. And this whole thing is, if you would call it modded, I would say it's so heavily modded that it's like a whole nother thing, completely. So yeah, a lot of turret mount positions along there. Looks like we got a way into the bridge area, right over there. Thrusters looks like you can upgrade them to much bigger versions here. So we're running the standard like large thrusters there, and it looks like you can put in drive thrusters in those locations. Let me just check out the bottom side here a little bit here too. So a little asymmetrical stuff going on there. The original Maykar had that too, due to filling in like storage controllers on that particular side of the ship. And definitely, yeah, two like full-size Helios module bays plus additional bays over here, probably for, I don't know if these are for modules or not. They could be, actually, though. I think this would be more of like a universal module fit for some different versions. Maybe Astra modules, Majora modules. And a lot of sentry guns for its main like drone defense right now, at least. I'm not seeing too much in, or any mounted turrets, full-size turrets, but a lot of locations for them. For sure. And then coming up to the top side here, it looks like we've got it's a really interesting setup here too. So there is an elevator that kind of goes up to the very top here, which we have some some additional like elevated landing pads up on top here, and then with some smaller landing pads in the back of the build, and then of course the much larger landing pad up on the front side of the ship here. Really wild design. Now, to the author that built this, too, I did add this to the Helios module collection in the Steam Workshop. So hopefully people can find that. I try to do that with anything that deals with like Helios modules and things like that, just to keep them kind of sorted out a little bit so people can find them easier, hopefully. A lot of modifications done all throughout the side hall here too. A lot of these things are different from the original Maykar. Maykar had some structure like this in the back by the module bays, but that is about it. So a lot of this other stuff was added on. Basically more, well, sentry gun mount there, or obviously kind of looks like you could put a full-size turret on there as well. So very, very cool. Wild, wild setup. I am really curious how the interior is turning out, and if there's like remnants of the old interior versus obviously a lot of new stuff going on in here too. So, you know, actually I'm going to come in through a side door here. Let's go here. I want to get out of God mode and just the lights here. So yeah, this part here looks very familiar. The main engineering area where you put in all the stuff, fusion reactors, all the turbines, shield parts. Looks like it already has a 4-pack of the medium-size turbines up in there. It does have a gravity generator installed already. Very cool. Warp drives installed right down over here. Got our small plasma turbines as well. Pentaxion tank. Got a big old advanced generator up there. We've got our main shield right there. And obviously locations to add a 4-pack of the large plasma turbines. And this is going to get us to the rear Helios module position. So all this seems pretty normal right now. But this is new. Okay, so the core room has moved. It used to be up in part of the ship that doesn't exist anymore, but it is over here. So we got a bonus area, and it looks like places for advanced cores and quantum cores and all that fun stuff in here. And it looks like right now we do have some cores installed, but not a lot. So by looking at it too, I don't think this is going to be very high in CPU stock. It does have more than, well, the Maykar didn't really come with cores. But, hey, I had a different core room in a different location, so this is completely new there. A little utility right over here by the elevator going up to the upper part of the ship. And then we're up to the front module bay, which is completely different than the original Maykar there. So, very, very cool. Alright, so let's go up to 2 here. Excuse me. Oh, wow. So, this is... Wow. This is all new, too. A whole nother part of the core room here to put in the rest of the cores. I didn't think that lower section was going to fit them all. This area here does. So, you got your aux cores plus small shield parts. Looks like you kind of pack this whole room in with small shield parts. That'll hold them all on your parts limits on those. So, okay, so core room part 2, which is the second floor here. Let's go up to this deck. Wow, this is like, it's so different than, wow, look at all this. Oh my goodness. So this is that hangar section we see. We have the 2 side hangar doors, which I thought maybe were module bays, but I don't necessarily think so. Maybe though. I could have that wrong. But quite an area of the ship back over here. This is obviously all new. This part of the ship did not exist on the Maykar at all. Oh wait, actually those bays I was thinking about for module bays are over here. So that's like a different hangar opening there. And then you got your rear hangar door, utility in the area here, some O2 and some meds. Wow, this is totally different. Totally. Well, obviously this didn't even exist on the original ship here. And then we have our production area. So we got a location for a universal constructor right over in there. Oh, look at the trippy, crazy windows here. Looks like a place for a small fusion reactor, I'd guess, or something like that. Maybe not, though. or a large shield part. Got a 4-pack of small constructors right in there. Place for a deconstructor or constructor here. Do have an advanced constructor installed as well. And storage controllers up in the walls, some sort boxes. And then heading in the front here, looks like we have a thruster access room over here, which also is to upgrade that thruster. If you want to turn that into a drive thruster, you got the space and room to do that. And looks like our full medical bay in this area. Shower included. Armor locker. We're kind of getting up into the cockpit bridge area here. Some definitely some passenger seats. Our main cockpit, nice viewing angle there. A couple fridges right over here. That's a cool looking setup for that. Wow, totally unique ship. So I'll go to the side over here. We got like a cooking room or a kitchen. Place to sit down and chill and eat as well. Let me go to the door on the other side. See if we got similar. Nope, we got yeah, crew quarters in here. Other lockers up above there. Very cool. Really wild what took place here. And yeah, definitely I always, you know, as an author myself, I think it's just really cool to see this. Stuff like this, you know, it's like someone, you know, yeah, just very creative, very out of the box. One of the most heavily modded ships I've seen from an original. In fact, there's just a little bit of the original with the lower engineering room and some of the side walls of the ship, but everything else pretty much redesigned. And this will get us up to that top landing pad area. Oh, we got a staircase here. Really wild. Looks like it would serve as quite a carrier type of ship here. And obviously you can soup it up to do, you know, higher levels of combat, especially with all the turret mount points you have on it. Probably not considered to be a combat ship. It's mainly for drone defense, and its primary goal in life would be like a base style carrier with Helios module bays and potentially other Astra module bays as well, and landing pads and hangars and production. And I did not see a farming section on board walking through here. So the original the Makar did have a area for farming. I don't know if that's here or if I just missed it, but I don't see it here. So all right, very cool. Really took me for a loop there. I'm like, hey, that's kind of like the Makar. Sort of is like the Makar, but it's not. It's not at all. It's like very wild. Anyway, let's look at the numbers here. So excuse me again. Kind of yeah, all the cold and snow is just getting to you here. So all right, unlock level 20. So not up to 25. Size class 7, 75 forward, 13 strafing, 75 lift, 26 reverse, 25 down. Got 5 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. Basically a whole lot of sentry guns for defense on here. Whole lot of them, actually, like close to, what is that? About 30, 32 of them, something like that. 6 hour and 49-minute build time. Not requiring anything special here. Pretty cut and dry on its resources needed. So, yep, kind of low there. CPU set to 340,000, using 329,000 of that. Translates to, let me just make sure that's sorted, to a core 4. So 2 basic, 1 improved core. Stock warp drive on here is a standard one, so 30 light year warp drive. Stock shield on here is 12,594. Do have quite a few P menu options for LCDs and sentry guns, production, and gravity generator. So nice power options there. Storage. Completely different on storage here too. So we got an input bay at 640K, an output bay at 640, materials at 640, ingots at 640. Does have a built-in 320k harvest. And decon in and out. So our deconstructor in and out. 320ks. We got a trade bay at another 640. So yeah, quite a lot of storage on here too. Plus our ammo bay at 320. And a lot of sort boxes in there as well. I believe most of these are going to be that, yeah. Various size boxes for smaller items. Very, very cool build. Really, really, really out of the box there. And again, it is in the Helios module collection as well. This is the Cumbra A RE2 by Alarion. So very cool. If I mispronounce your name, please let me know. I just took a wild stabbing guess on how that I think should sound out, but I'm not very good at that. So, yeah, very, very cool build. All right, let's get on to the next build here. This is a pretty wild one here too. Get you powered up. So this is the NT Corvus 3 Huggin, or Hugin RE2 by author NT. And yeah, I've seen a few builds by this author before, and they do have a different, distinct kind of like scheme to them, or like faction. And this one fits well into that. Kind of reminds me of like, almost like, I don't know why I when I see something like this, I think of a pterodactyl. I don't know why. Just like, I don't know. It just gives me that vibe for some odd reason. But very, very cool looking setup here. Oh, it's actually using some ramp blocks as some deco pieces on the side here. That's cool. So this, I'm gonna guess, is a combat CV right now. I am seeing a couple small launchers up here. I'm seeing a lot of sneaky locations over here as well. Looks like on the both the top and the bottom. Very cool structure and layout to this ship, I gotta say. I like how it's kind of sitting up off the ground quite a bit. This big, I don't know, wing kind of design in the back there. But it looks like it's going to be holding some guns in here, I bet. Oh, turrets. Turrets. Interesting. I actually thought it was going to be launchers in here. But no, it looks like we're running some missile turrets. At least on the top sections over here. Let's see if we got the same going on the bottom. Yep, I think a whole lot of missile turrets. Like a missile gunboat kind of thing. And they're very sneaky how they all fit into their compartments over there as well. So a couple launchers up front, a lot of missile turrets. Kind of looks like 12 of them. Has some real high intensity lighting over on the sides there. Got our alarm sentries. And probably target painters. I think this one over here may be a target painter. Let's see. Yep, that is a target painter, and this one is an alarm sentry, I believe. Yes. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, they're a little bit different looking. This one has more red on it, basically, than the other one. This one's more black, so, yeah, okay. How you identify the two parts. On the back side, wow, what a pretty wild looking thruster assembly going on in here. That is very cool to see. You got some plasma flowing in this area, that's for sure, or some craziness here. And a lot of thrusters. I think a lot of these are not real thrusters, though. They are some xenomaterial blocks, making it look like they're thrusters. But they're not actually thrusters. They certainly look like it, though. And even these small plasma holes look like that too. This is, oh, look at this. This is wild. Oh, that's actually got the other technical part. That is cool. That is cool. That looks like the inside of a jet engine there. And our really cool long-range radar assembly. Like how that's displayed on the back there with this extra part beaming stuff into the radar dish. So yeah, really, really wild design on here. Got some side windows looking into the interior, and then of course our pterodactyl bridge here. I don't know why. I still don't exactly know how I'm coming up with a pterodactyl on it, but for some reason I don't know. Don't ask. it's cold. All right. Anyway, let me find a way on board here. Yeah, this looks good. Let's come in through the head here. But yeah, very cool. Looks like extra reinforcing beyond just your heavy glass here. You've got like some more heavy glass in front of you, and even some of the other probably armored glass in there as well. So quite a few layers in front of you and the outside world. Plus you got a nose area too for the AI to shoot at. Again, if it's I do believe this is a combat ship. Obviously the way it's set up and the weaponry on it. Might do other things though. So over here we got a medical bay. I like the use of the curvy doorways there. That's very cool. Medical bay. Looks like we're going to go down there. Let me walk through this deck first. Got a crew room back over here. Got our kitchen, bedding, all our places for our stuff. Little computer desk there. Very nice. Got to have your bathroom. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go down to, let's go to B. So, oh, we got a farming section on board. Interesting. So, it looks like 18 grow plots already installed. We've got a whole fancy area next to the farming section here for some farm processing and a place to sit and chill and eat. A couple fridges and a food processor in there. Storage controllers throughout the area. On the other side, we have got, looks like an upgrade room for various parts that will fit in here. Could be CPU cores, could be small plasma turbines, could be small shield parts, could be a lot of things could fit there. Generators, smaller generators, that is. Advanced constructor. Gotta have our armor locker, ATM over there. So definitely, kind of a utility room area. Let's see what's behind this door. Ah, our main core here. Main core in kind of the back of the ship. Going down to the next deck. It looks like a lot of room for some more upgrade parts. And this is probably our official core room area here. Places for quantum cores. Quite a few cores already installed in here. More, the rest of the quantum cores over there. Yeah, a lot of cores in here. And then we're getting into the engineering section. So it looks like we do have some medium shield parts. Our main warp drive, Pentaxid tank. Quite an assembly for that. That's cool. That goes right into the shield. Yeah, very cool. And obviously, locations to add a whole lot more shield parts in here. It's got a couple in here right now for the medium-sized shields, but you can bring that up to 6, it looks like, which would max out what you can put in for those. Plus, we do have some medium-sized plasma turbines up in there. So, yeah, definitely cool. And, yeah, really wild Pentaxid into the shield assembly here. Very, very cool. All right. Now we got some corridors going up front to the fusion reactor room here. And obviously some more room if you wanted to add more of them in here. On the, yeah, so right where I'm standing now, you could fit another 3x3x3 part or a fusion reactor. So yeah, definitely a lot of upgrade potential going on in here too. And we're taking our elevator. Okay, so we're all the way down to the ground floor basically, and it's it does sit fairly high off the ground. So yeah, this just gets us down to ground floor access there. So I do believe that is the interior space of the ship. You just fly around here a little bit. take a look at its combat materials and things like that here. Okay, so it looks like we're... I'm not sure why it's not telling me what the block type is here. Obviously, 15,000 hit points, 45,000 hit points. But why am I not seeing... Huh. It's weird. It normally would tell me if it's steel or combat steel or hardened steel. Not sure why it's not doing that right now. Unless it's just steel. Could be. Well, no, this one says it's steel. 5,000. So obviously the blocks over here with 48,000 are not steel. This has got to be like combat steel. In the front here. Oh wow. Oh, that's so weird. I'm not sure why I can see right through the front block here either. Nothing to do with how the author built this. It's just being weird. I think I'm flying through filled in areas, and it just doesn't appear that it's filled in. It's unique in here. So we got a reverse thrust here. I got a decoy turret in here. By taking a look at all these blocks, you definitely, I would say, combat steel. Very high hit points, way more than what a steel block would do. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. They come up suddenly. I don't think I noticed this either. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, I came in through there. Okay, so... Steel. Yeah, now it's telling me these are steel blocks. Now it's telling me that's combat steel. What the heck? I'm so confused. For whatever reason, it does not feel like telling me what these blocks are in here. But we kind of know by their hit points. So very, very cool. Very, very cool looking build and design, and fits with the author's basically like faction at this point, which is really, really cool. All right, let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 25, size class 7, 54, 36 strafing, 72 lift, 36 reverse, 36 down, 12 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks. It does have a long-range radar array installed, 4 cruise missile launchers, 4 EMP missile launchers. We got only 4 medium missile turrets. Huh. I'm a little confused at that number, too. I thought there was 12. But it's got all these... I think a lot of these launchers are not what I thought they were. I think they just might look like that. Medium missile turret. So... Oh, okay. Different rows have different things. They look... the part model's the same, but I just assumed it was the same type of turret. It's not. EMP cruise missile launchers and... regular cruise missile launchers. Okay, I get it now. Quite a lot more beefy firepower than it appeared to have right off the gates. All right, so yeah, interesting setup there. Core is Core 9. Wow, all that fits into a Core 9. That's cool. I thought that's going to be above Core 9. So that's going to be yeah, just your basic, improved, advanced, and superior cores. Let me just check out the warp drive in here. Does have the advanced 60 light year warp drive. Stock shield on here 96,770. Very, very close to. Yeah, no, I think we already looked at that. Storage. Let's see what we got. We got an input controller at 640K and output at 640. You got, looks like 2 ammo bays. I just had a crazy deja vu moment here. I'm thinking, did I already look at this? No, I didn't. It seems very similar to something we just recently looked at. In the shield site. Hold on. 979. 967. Okay, yeah, very, very close. Very, very close to the first build we looked at. And a lot of these stats like that. Very similar. So, yeah, very, yeah. Let me finish up this. I got sidetracked there. Yeah, beyond that, some sort boxes and our fridges and things like that. So yeah, very cool combat ship. Different kind of loadout, and I definitely got the weapons wrong. It's running a lot of fancier guns and light missile or medium missile turrets, what I thought it had, all like stacked, but a whole lot of different kind of weaponry in there. So again, this is the NT Corvus 3 Huggin RE2 by author NT. Very, very cool build. Alright, so on to the next build here. This is the Creel Fat Man, and I would mispronounce the rest of this here. I'll show you the name here. So I can't pronounce, I don't know how to say that correctly. I believe that's, I think that's German. Oh my God. Once this thing turns on, it's got guns galore. A lot of guns here. Holy smoke. So this is got like a flying turret thing. This is wild. Definitely a combat CV here, but I think it mines. Hold on, this is yeah, these are, so we got an 8-pack of laser drills for some asteroid mining, and just turrets and launchers and more turrets and more launchers, and well, I think they're mostly turrets actually. Some artillery turrets and these kinds of turrets and those kinds of turrets and the other kinds of turrets. It is a lot. There's a lot of turrets here. And it looks like it's made for a particular reason, and that is to blow up everything in the galaxy. I think that is its objective here. And we have a, looks like a bridge area up in here. You can see a lot of Xeno material on this build as well. And in fact, I think it might potentially be all Xeno on the hull. Nope, combat steel over here. Okay, combat steel around there. So yeah, definitely another combat type of thing. I think the whole thing over here is built of combat steel. But some of this I thought was, well, definitely on the interior some Xeno material. But yeah, it looks like combat steel, a whole lot of it too. And like all the turrets, it's got them all. So huge amount of firepower. Got a strafing thrust right through there. And some big old drive thrusters pushing this forward here. Cool looking, kind of recessed in there, surrounded by a lot of Xeno material. And we got a official long-range radar in the back there. And then then the row of other turrets of all the turrets back over here too. So yeah, definitely very focused build here. Oh yeah, and look at the bottom too. Holy smokes. Yeah, all the guns on here. But it's pretty much turret based. So as of the only like launchers on here really seem to be the mining drills, from what I can tell from the outside right now, and the rest of them are all turrets. So you can kind of fly around, let their turrets do the job, and this looks like it's a very strong structure as well. All right, so I got to find a way on board here. Let me look around the bridge area a minute. See if there's any little sneaky doors in here. Nope. All right, let me get to the. Okay, nothing on the back. Let me check out the bottom. Let me turn my light here a second too. Very, very dark hull material on here, so not hard to see any of that stuff there. And it very well may have a very sneaky way in and out. This almost looks like it could be like a PvP type of build too. Not entirely sure yet, but if it's not PvP, it certainly looks like it would hurt some things in the galaxy. I'm going to fly in here right now, and we'll find another way to the bridge from inside. Let me turn off the light here, and we will adjust the outdoor lights too here. So obviously our bridge got a passenger seat or a couple passenger seats, separate ventilation. Let's go up first and we'll head down. So some storage controllers. It looks like a auto maintenance system. An ammo box. So 14K ammo box there. And got some security. So down in here, looks like we got a medical bay. A lot of fresh oxygen going on in here. And yeah, we got all our specialized parts in there. Oh, there is, okay, so there is a way up. Oh, very sneaky. Look at that. It's right behind the one turret. I missed that on the bottom side. Hard to see when you're out there walking around. We got a blast door heading this way into the engineering section, I would say. Definitely some more room for some parts in here. And it's also running some plasma turbines in here. Some those are the big ones too. Yeah. So at least four of the big plasma turbines. Got a large shield. Got some RCS in here too. It's like a 4-pack of small plasma turbines. And yeah, just oh, it's not letting me walk through there. Huh. And I think the collision on the shield part goes right to the wall there. It looks like you can walk through there, but does not let you. You can see some more Xeno material. Yeah, this whole interior space is Xeno. And in fact, it looks like the entire interior blockwork is made of Xeno on this build. So very dedicated combat build here. Yeah. Even like a wall of Xeno using kind of some half blocks plus your heavy glass on the other side of that. So, and then another layer on the front of that even. So it's kind of like 3 layers of like armor plating before you even get to the open bridge area, which is kind of sealed off from the rest of the ship anyway. So yeah, very, very cool. All right, let's take a look at some numbers here. Let me get the lights back on. So unlock level 25, size class 2. 21 forward, 14 strafing, 21 lift, 21 reverse, 21 down. Got 16 fuel tanks, 15 oxygen tanks. This is a heavy build. So and I was like, so it does have some RCS in here. Our secondary numbers are not bad at all. The amount of firepower this thing contains is pretty insane. It does have a long-range radar array as well. And just like all the turrets are on here, plus a 8-pack of laser drills for some asteroid mining. Definitely going to be above Core 9 on this build. Large, yeah, it's running some aux cores, I believe, already, and needs some other stuff like palladium, plasma converters, a lot of quantum processors in the build there too. A lot of Xeno material. Probably going to see Sathium be used quite a lot on here too with the combat steel. CPU set to 1.58 million. It's right up there. It's got about 35,000 available CPU. This is going to translate to a Core 17. So it's running the full package on here. So your 4 quantums, your 4 aux cores, and your Core 9 setup. I think we already looked at the warp drive. I think it is an advanced. Yep. Stock shield on here, 145,301. So yeah, really, really cool there. Storage, what do we have here? So we got an ammo box, which is, yeah, just an ammo box in there. Plus our, we got an 8K ammo controller. So that could be problematic. Now 14K for the ammo box, that's all right. But with this many guns, you definitely want. I mean, I would probably want at least two 320K ammo controllers on here to hold all the ammo for the guns. So I'm not. It does. Yeah, I don't think any of the. It's very possible the author here is set this up to not use weights and volumes. It's possible. And if you're not using weights and volumes, things are kind of a lot different, where the ammo controller and the ammo box can actually hold all the square spaces you see with individual types of ammunition, which would work. So I have a feeling that this one is not necessarily playing with weights and volumes with that. If it were, you definitely want to have some like 320k ammo controllers on here for the amount of rounds that it would need, especially like these big guns, like these artilleries. The ammunition is actually quite heavy for those. So yeah, very, very cool build here again. So this is the Creel Fat Man. And if you can read the rest of that up there, the Den Ticket Zum. I don't know how to say that properly, so I'm not even going to really try it. But yeah, very cool. Very tough. Yeah, tough ship to be flying around in the galaxy with, shooting up like literally everything in its path. So yeah, very, very cool build there. All right, so on to the next build here. And so this one is the RE2 RI9 C6 SV Miner by Mubear. And what I spawned this in, I actually think it might be the sexiest looking SV Miner I've seen to date. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look at some other ones too. But yeah, this is a very, very pretty SV Miner going on in here. This whole front end on it, that just looks cool. It's so cool how the glass is actually running some different colors on there as well, and it just looks so neat. You can see the very nice interior in there as well. Running the better detector on here. Got a lot of spotlights in the area to light up the asteroids or mining nodes that you're hitting. More of a wide bore type of setup. This might be up to tunnel in the ground as well. I think it would actually work. I think the spacing on all these mining drills here would be good enough to not like build up big nudges in front of the build if you're tunneling with it. But yeah, that is very, very pretty looking miner there. You got a strafing thrust on the sides here. Looks like some built-in cargo containers in there. You got to see the reverse thrusters kind of exposed a little bit on the back there. This actually looks very cool as well. Got a way into the miner from the back side here. Our main forward thrust. Definitely looks like a location to add a radar or a turret back over here, or park something. Park something small, maybe a small like a tree cutter or something like that. But yeah, very, very nice looking build. I love all the block work going on in here, how it's colored and things like that. It's interesting that it's got this I don't know, it's kind of off yellow along the front part, and then it kind of transitions. You got the dark, your like medium gray. You got your like really light grays, almost to the whites in the mix there, and a lot of thin block, making some really cool block formations throughout the entire build here. A lot of decals, texture lights, whole ball of wax, and then again that amazing looking bridge area. So again, yeah, this is if there was a challenge to build the sexiest functional SV miner, this would definitely be in the running for that. This is a very, very pretty build here. Nice, yes. All right, so let's let me do this thing again. Pretty dark right now, so I might brighten up the outdoor lights. Let me in. Let me in. All right, here we'll cheat. There we go. Yeah, I did a little bit too dark outside. Hold on a second here. I always like to look at the interiors of builds in like proper lighting, because most of the time they do have the authors will add like lighting, and they could be different color lights and certain places to accent certain parts of the interior of the build, sometimes the exterior as well. And I always think that's cool. It kind of gives it makes it feel really atmospheric when you're inside it. So on the inside here, obviously a nice looking section here. Let me get my light. It's a little bit dark in the back section, probably because I got the lights fairly dark on purpose. Yeah, so we got some O2 tanks, and we got the piping connecting all that together there too. We got our CPU cores in there. Got a oxygen ventilator right there. Our CPU cores built in, controller, another O2 tank. Here, I'll turn that off now. And then over here, we've got a nice rig kind of built into the wall here with our constructor, our fridge, another storage controller. And on the other side, we got a trauma station. Looks like we got a shield back in there. Up on the top there, we got fuel tanks. We got some cool looking bracing. We got an RCS in there too. And then, yeah, this really, really cool looking cockpit area. With the side angled fancy glass and the cores right behind here in case something goes really horribly wrong out there. If you get smoked, the core will go with you, and then you can try to salvage or reclaim your miner here. Miners tend to be fairly explodey, just it's their nature. The mining drills themselves, I think, explode pretty good too. But yeah, very, very nice looking miner. I mean, yeah, definitely have to put it in for the sexiest SV miner category if there was such a thing here. And yeah, definitely a wide bore setup too. You know what though? I am just curious. I am curious. Hold on, let me get the HUD on. I just want to see if I can what I can do here. I'm going to make a big hole in the area here. I just want to see if we can and yes we can. So we can yeah, we can bore underground here with this as well. So yeah, cool setup. Cool setup in it. Yeah, I was worried that it might leave a little nudge on the bottom side, but it's not really. So that's cool. That's cool. Let me try to back out here, and there we go. Yeah, slick. All right. Let's look at your numbers here. So unlock level 20, size class 2, 50 forward, 50 strafing, 50 lift, 50 reverse, 50 down, 50. It's very, very balanced thrust. 8 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Got our 8 laser drills, advanced detector, a couple light Gatling turrets to deal with those pesky drones and things. Some ground troops and occasional bugs and things that will attack you when you're trying to peacefully mine. Resource-wise, nothing too crazy here at all. Obviously, you need advanced upgrade kit, probably for the, well, maybe for the advanced detector on there. And obviously, it does have 8 mining drills, but I don't think they take a, yeah, it's not CV mining drills, so they don't need the extra parts for that. So yeah, pretty straightforward here on resources. Doesn't need much. Hour and 21 minute build time. CPU wise, set to 18,000 using 17,382 of that, which translates to a core 6. So 2 basic, 2 improved, and 1 advanced CPU core. Yeah, does not have a warp drive on board. I didn't see that. It didn't look like it would have room anywhere for that, which is fine. You'd pretty much transport this around to where you're going to be doing some mining. Now, this would also probably work as, based on its, well, let's take a look at the thrust again. It possibly could work as a high gravity miner as well. Not 100% sure. 50, that's not bad. It's yeah, very maneuverable. If you look at the secondary numbers on here too, very agile miner. Storage wise, so we've got a harvest controller here at 18,543. Got an ammo controller at 1375, and it looks like several sort boxes, fridge, and protection tank. So yeah, very, very cool. I like it. Just, yeah, the whole cockpit bridge, the wide body design on it, it all kind of works for it. It works too. I mean, that's a big thing with a wider design like this. I mean, testing the can it drill into the ground, and it does. So it's like it checks all the boxes here, which is really, really cool for a affordable, very, very nice, fancy SV miner that does all the SV mining needs you might ever need here. So yeah, very nice. Again, this is the RE2 RI9 C6 SV miner by Mubear. Very, very cool build. Very, very pretty build, and you know, sexiest miner competition there. All right, so over here we got, you know, there's this other author that I don't think gets a lot of sleep, and builds really likes the Buck Rogers. Really, really, really likes the Buck Rogers stuff here. So there's kind of like two, and I'm kind of showing them together here. So I don't normally do this, but I really wanted to check out that. Then I really wanted to check out that too. So yeah, they're both, yeah. Anyway, well, we got two builds here. One I don't actually have listed. I wonder what that could be. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that ship before. But this one over here is the SW Imperial Gonzanti by barefootnhilbily. And this build, unidentified build over here, is also by barefootnhilbily. But let's look at the bigger ship here first. And, oh, let's turn this on, too, while we're at it. Oh, it is on. It's all sneaky with its thrusters. And look at this. This is, again, this is an SV. And it's I think this is an SV. Yeah, it's an SV. It's a big one. It's another big, big SV. I think this, I don't know. There's another build I looked at last week by the same author, another Buck Rogers build. And I don't think this is that, though. I think this is something different. And it, very, very cool looking. Man. Yeah, just really, really cool looking build here. Definitely hits all the check boxes for the Buck Rogers setup here. All the techie, crazy block work on it. The kind of worn mixed hull materials for its, yeah, just to create that particular look there. Really cool front end on here too. Love the bridge section there. Again, it kind of looks like it's a CV, but it's not. It's just it's a really, really big SV. Cool looking built-in thruster arrangements in there as well. Triple setup here. Yeah, that's cool. And I definitely like the style of the hull materials as well. Kind of, you know, it's not too rusty or anything like that, but it's definitely used and believable. Cool looking blockwork structure out throughout this whole area. Kind of your upper and lower shield plating with a lot of techie stuff on the interior of that, recessed in a bit. Got to have our really cool looking radar dish. Oh, I like that. Backed up with an LCD in there as well. Turret on the back there. Definitely say this is more of a well, you know, in pictures. Okay, so these mounts down over here hold TIE fighters. But I don't have a TIE fighter over there. I've got a different ship that actually takes a little bit of offense because this one holds TIE fighters, and I don't think that ship likes this ship because of the whole TIE fighter thing. Maybe. I'm just guessing. But, yeah, so we got 4 TIE fighter mounts on the bottom side here. Do have, looks like actual radar back down over here. So this is our long range. Nope, that is a fake one right now. Probably a placeholder for the actual long range radar. And we got a way in from the lower part of the ship here. That's really cool how that's set up. And look at this tail section here. Again, this is, yeah, that's just cool. That's just cool. This is a, yeah, this is a big ship. Definitely a big ship. Very nicely done again. And I think Barefoot and here Hillbilly, it's almost like he's gonna make a whole new game. He's got, like, I think enough content now to, you know, maybe start some new franchise out there, call it something to do with a star or something like that. Get away from the Buck Rogers things. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. But all right. Very, very fancy, cool ship. I love all the block work too. Again, just looks neat how the author just mixes a lot of the like primary hull materials together in formations. Gives it a lot of surface detail and things like that, which is really, really cool. All right, so let's get on board here. Let's go with something like that. Already looking really nice. Utility right as you walk in the door there. You got your armor lock, your O2 on either side. Which way do we go? Let's go forward first, and we'll turn around and go back here. Oh, I love these interiors. So we got our captain's room. Wow, this is pretty authentic. Oh, no, okay, this is just a corridor. Getting to the captain's room. There's Captain. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love that table. We got the bed up here. Some storage. Place to sit and play some cards or something. Space cards. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Could be. Alright, so let's go. Oh, we got a med bay over here too. Yeah, that's just cool. I like the little name sign using like the really dinky, like old school LCD to do that too. That's just neat. So over here we got our medical bay. So you get all your stormtroopers. They can chill out there until yeah. And you got this this clone chamber here too. That makes sense with them because they're kind of like part of that sort of. And they got a little place over here for bedding. And you got our trauma station. We got some O2. And yeah, in case there's multiple injured, they can kind of sit and wait their turn. Very, that's just cool. That's just cool. All right, so we're coming back through here. Okay, so there's other corridors. We got this one here too. Let's go this way. I'll still got to go to the back of the ship, and there's a lot back there, I bet too. So here we got a lot of doors. We got our crew door. Holy smokes! Oh, this is cool. Get all the bedding on the side in this really cool, wild Buck Rogers corridor hallway here. Got some sneaky little storage controllers in there, too. They all got their boxes plus their own controllers. These guys are living it up here, I think. And we got our bridge. Oh, wow. That's pretty. That's just pretty. Yeah, really cool looking. Difference in lighting and all the details and things going on in here. And then this big corridor going into the front bridge area. Got of course our twin pilot seats. Got some fancy old keyboards in here. They can type away and get their homework done while you're cruising the galaxy. No, that is cool. That is cool. Yeah. Oh, I love this though. Just walking into that, like the difference in lighting. See, this is one of those things why I like to look at, you know, like a little bit darker. Honestly, this ship could go a little darker here without outdoor lighting yet. But like seeing like the this color light versus the lighting, there's almost looks like there's more of a reddish tint in this area, yellowish, kind of orangish in there, and then you kind of go to white lighting out here. That's just cool. That's just cool. So, okay, so we went... Man. Man, alright. So we already looked at the crew. Yeah, we looked at this area. Let's go this way. Okay, so medical and bridge. And here's where we first came in at. Notice there's more of a blue light tinting in this room. White light. And then you got, yeah. Holy smokes. Man, I feel like I'm on a CV, or a CV, yeah. Man, there's places everywhere in here. Holy smokes. I like the random boxes in the corners and stuff like that, too. That is pretty cool. Yeah, here's our TIE Fighter access. Oh, so it's got internal access to the TIE Fighters. So not only does it look cool, they actually work. Yeah. I'm not sure what the TIE Fighters do in Buck Rogers, but it's probably something to do with the food, I think. Like, you get a lot of food for these guys in here. They get hungry. So we got a constructor, we got boxes, we've got a little table. It's even got like a little wooden post on it. The box on top there. I like that too. The someone was working on something over here. They opened up the panel. Got to see that opened up over there. That's just really cool, seeing that kind of thing. The little details, the little stuff. Sometimes there's a lot here. Yeah, I would like to petition the developers to or any of the developers, RE2 or the main developers, to allow for or have a new model you might for some form of staircase for HVs, SVs, and also some form of ladder. I think would be really, really cool for these small block builds here. Oh yeah, we already looked there. We got some fuel. We got some storage controllers in the area here. We got another room out back over here. Engineering. Oh wow! See the lighting difference again? So cool. Looks like we got our main shield over here. We've got a warp drive up top there. We got our gravity generator right in there. We got some fancy things back here. I think these are some shield parts. No, they're not. They're fusion generators. We got two of them. Two fusion generators in the back here. It is a pretty big ship. It does have stuff. A lot of stuff. One of the biggest SVs I've probably ever looked at. Besides, you know, while I looked at a pretty big one by the same author last week too, but this one might be bigger yet. Really cool the way the cores wired up to the warp drive there. Got our Pentaxi tank in the back over there. CPU core blocks up in the top and in the walls. Some additional slots for additional CPU upgrades, I would say. Oh, more cores down in there too. Now we got to get to our TIE Fighter tubes or our bays. And what do we got in here? A little timeout closet here. Like, yeah, you get out of line, you sit and stare at the gravity generator until we let you out, kind of thing. I like the little red lights up there too. Going into the engineering section, and the way the signs are done in here is really, really cool too. I mean, pretty old school, but I like how they're like the background color is gray and the foreground color is black on those. That is pretty cool. Oh, we got, this is probably actually not a timeout zone. It could be like a little sauna or something like that, but I don't really see. I don't know. It's just a nice chill out place. Or if you get out of line, that's where they lock you up at. Makes sense. We keep on looking at those TIE Fighter bays in there. Oh wow, we got another deck over here. Okay, so this is. Yeah, we've seen this too. Yeah, okay. Another that cool way coming in from the outside from that angle. And then we've got a lot of other people that got in trouble and they have to sit there for a while and just stare at the wall. That's what they do. They can do some stuff though, but they're kind of sloppy. I think they kind of puke and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Just guessing. Really cool looking food processor fridge section there. I love the blockwork around there, and even the texturing used on that with the tile surface in there. So we got the briefing room. Now look at that elegant table. It's even got a plant. That is one of the nicest looking small block tables I think I've ever seen. That is a pretty table. And everybody's, yeah, this is definitely the chill out spot. You got your logo up here, so you know who you are. Full buck. Very nice, very nice. Wiring in the corners. Yeah, just a really cool build. Multi-deck, SV. Just a lot of space on board as well. Hold on, let me just do a little hull flying. Yeah, okay, so we've seen that. That's right up at the front there. Really cool looking build. And again, that's pretty big for an SV. Definitely big for the SV. I'm not so sure I've seen up here though. Oh, yeah, that's where I first came in. Okay. Gotta have your side doors. Gotta have the railings in case you fall off. I get it. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, I'll kind of separate that one. I'm kind of looking at them both together, but let's look at the stats on this one first. 25, or unlock level 25, size class 8, 35 forward, 16 strafing, 37 lift, 20 reverse, 23 down. Got 13 ventilators. I never call that out, but this one has 13 ventilators. 34 oxygen tanks. Got a 3 light laser turrets, which kind of makes sense. Fits in the Buck Rogers verse quite well. I'm running some 50 quantum processors in there, so I do think, yeah, heat exchangers. We obviously had dual fusion reactors and stuff like that in here, so it's probably going to be up there at CPU. Looks like it's set to 40,000 using 35,353 of that. Translates to a core 13. So, yeah, basic core 9 plus the 4 quantums. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm checking this. So, yeah, SVs just have jump drives. Stock shield on here, 24,464. Do have a spotlights option as well, which is great. Storage. We got an ammo controller, 18K. Some sort boxes. And like 18 controllers. And I have a feeling that they're all different sizes. So a lot of storage, a lot of sort controllers and things like that. They are going to be coming in at pretty wildly different volume sizes on all of them. Couple fridges, and then we got all the boxes and all the more boxes, and then we got the more boxes, and then there's some more boxes. So you can hold a lot. You could sort a lot of stuff in here. Every single like stormtrooper could have several. They could each have a like their own controller, their couple boxes apiece, all the stuff, and they could sort it all too. So. That is cool. Very cool looking build here. So again, this one is the SW Imperial, spelled a little bit different. Empyrion Galactic by barefootnhilbily, and then we got this kind of unidentified ship. I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like this before. Let me turn this one on. So this one's called the oh, I better look at the name there. I didn't write that down. This is the SWXWing. So it's all about being a wing, and it is a big wing back there. It is a big wing back there. A really cool paint job on it. really cool looking thrusters over here. Oh, we got some missiles right on the side there too, or some yeah, some missile launchers. We got some laser guns over here out on the outer parts of the wing. That would be really cool with a build like this. What if these wings could like raise up and angle out on both sides? That'd be really, really cool. Never seen that done before. And we got a thruster set up on the back here. We've got a lot of techie stuff happening. All kinds of pipes and more pipes and some pipes. Really cool. Oh, look at that. We got a little, I think they call these the, was it the R2 or something like that? I think that's, I think they make beeps and noises and stuff, and I guess they help. I guess they help the pilot with things. And I even hear that they can like get out and go like cruising around on their own. So a pretty interesting feature there. Wonder who thought up all this stuff. That's pretty wild. And yeah, really, really cool. Really, really authentic looking build here. I love the texturing on this as well. The now look at that. You see what's going on in here? It just looks so right, especially from just a little bit of a distance. It just really hits all the check boxes there for what one of these Z-wing? No, I'm sorry, X-wing, X-wing. I think that's what they call this. It's not really in the shape of an X though, but it would be if the wings would open up, you know. So that'd be something, you know, something to think about a little bit. But Buck Rogers is really proud. Buck Rogers is really proud, gotta say. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, there's some blocks up over here too. That's wild. So yeah, very, very nice. Obviously, there's not going to be an interior space or anything in here. It is fairly small. We do have an RCS unit back there as well. I don't think they can get out and walk around on their own though. I think only the R2, not the RC, can do that. According to lore and things like that. But very, very nice build. Is it on? Did I even? Yeah, it's on. It's not as I don't. Yeah, it's not really showing its thrusters too much here. Could use a little bit of maintenance too. It's getting a little bit of rust over here. Just saying. Very nice. Love it. Love it. Looks for what it's supposed to look like, it looks really, really good. Then again, I've never seen this in the Buck Rogers universe yet, but that's all right. It needs it. It needs it. So yeah, that's cool. Let's look at some numbers here. So unlock level 12, size class 1, 36 forward, 22 strafing, 36 lift, 21 reverse, 17 down. Got 7 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank, detector, 4 light laser cannons, and 2 homing missile launchers. 49-minute and 22-second build time. A couple plasma converters, but not really needing anything too special here whatsoever with resources. And those aren't very special either. Plasma converters, hit some POIs or go to a store. They are available. Set to 15,000 CPU using balance right up to that. So, and that's going to translate to a Core 5. So 2 basic, 2 improved CPU cores. We're not running a warp drive on here. I don't think it could physically possibly fit. But it does probably have a shield. Yeah, it does have a shield on here. 5,004 on shield hit points. And yeah, that looks really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So again, this one here is the better look here. I don't have it written down. This is the SWXWing. So it's the you know, the whatever all those, like the SWX means. You know, that's kind of like a Yamaha or something. I don't know. But that is really, really cool. That is really, really cool. Again, by barefootnhilbily, who really has, I think, achieved the Entei status of never sleeping. Because it takes a long time to build all these really cool builds here, I gotta say. Very nice. All right. Moving on to the last build of the day here. This one was out in kind of new releases. I seen it a few days ago, actually, but I wanted to take a good look at this one. This is the KMF Mattock Frigate by Bubble Pharaoh. And this is a really, really unique looking build here, I gotta say. It is, I believe, themed around like a different franchise completely. Kind of getting into like Moria and the orcs, and that, what was that, Lord of the Center of the Earth or something. What's that other franchise? It's pretty popular. Maybe Journey to the or Lord of the Dwarves. But this is kind of like a little dwarf face up over here, and you got the beard and the eyes and the nose, and really cool color scheme on this too. Uniquely colored. Kind of goes with that whole was it Phoria? No, it's not Narnia. No, what could that be? It had like some big tree that talked in it. Big trees, big talking trees. Look at this hangar opening over here. That's wild. I'm just looking at all the different decorative items going on in here. Even the designer like pinstriping going on the sides over here. Oh, I like the vented thrust here. It's even got like some reinforced heat shielding on the inside there. Now we gotta have our pickaxe. Definitely gotta have the pickaxe. Oh, I like the A. It's got an A over there. Looks like an A, kind of, or some arrows. Oh, it's got one up front there too. That just really wild looking blockwork on here. I do like it. Pretty interesting how this the author took like these different shapes and kind of made the transitions look really, really good, going from like one shape to another. Kind of like almost like more of a hexagon, kind of diamond, stretched out hexagon kind of shape. And look at that, the rear part of the ship here. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I wonder if there's any talking trees aboard. I doubt it. They're probably hard to fit. Oh, we got a top hanger. It looks like we've got some specialized mining things going on in here. I think all the Narnia people, they do a lot of mining. Guys, if you don't know, I'm kidding. When I'm talking names, please just understand I am kidding. I know the origins of these ships and what sci-fi franchise they actually do belong to. I'm just being stupid. That's all there is about it. So, but this one, the origin of this particular build is really quite unique, and you don't normally see that in spaceship form. So I am kind of going through this, but it's a really, really cool looking ship with some pretty wild architectural designs to it as well. Just very, very unique, and this is really, really cool too. The whole dwarf head on the front there. That's, yeah, with the crown. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, all right, let's get aboard here. Yeah, we got that top hangar bay there. We got the pinstriping going on the top here too. Again, that just really wild. A lot of I love to see the creativity. Just all these little details and stuff really are neat to see. And like this, the vented thrust thing here, that's just cool looking too. I mean, kind of thinking out of the box, different ideas, different people trying to do different kinds of things, and it's just neat to see. All right, so here I'm gonna park over here. Yeah, let's see if we can find some. Oh, we're pretty dark in here. Hold on. Okay, lights. All right, so I think I am going to have to kick on some more lights here. Oh, there are lights. I bet you they're not set very high. Yeah, they're stock here. Like you could go like, bam, and up your range. Do a color and adjust your spotlight angle. There we go. See, now it's all lit up. So as soon as you walk in here, it kind of looks like a bit of a production area. Here we got a universal constructor, obvious place for another constructor or deconstructor. Do have a deconstructor on the other side here. Our other utility here, we got armor repair, O2 and med bay. Pass through side oriented hangar bay. So far here, we'll just keep that open, get all the sunlight in. You get down into these lower caves when you dig too deep. Things can go bad. Things can go bad. Let's see. So back over here, we do have an elevator, obviously going up there. Let's check out the crazy engineering section in here. So it looks like we're running a large plasma turbine. Never seen a hallway design look like this, but it really fits with the whole style and build of this ship. So we've got the pyramid design hallway here. Well, I say pyramid. It's not really a pyramid. More of a A-frame kind of thing. Yeah, a couple more large plasma turbines in the back here. I got some. It sucks up all the turbine juice right through here, and goes in the back room over there. Yeah, really cool here. Here, let me. Oh no, the staircase. The staircase. All right. We got the upper deck and engineering. We got some medium shield parts in here as well. Oh, what is that red stuff? Oh, this thing. Oh, it's using the latest and greatest tech here. Here are the RE2 CV furnaces. Yes, there are CV furnaces now, and they look like that. That's actually really cool. It actually fits well with the ship. I'm glad it actually has them because, you know, with this is definitely like a high end mining type of vessel, sort of, and it definitely the furnaces are fitting, and it's definitely rocking those turbines for residual power, basically. Got a gravity generator back in here. I like all the decking. Like I'm up like 2 decks now in the back area with the mezzanines all over the place. That is cool. Very industrial feeling. Thruster access room over here. Oh no. These stairs are hard to climb. Oh, I'm so out of shape. Will I make it? Will I make it? Will I make it? Yes! Oh, no. Let me up. There we go. Oh, wow. And then we just take a flying leap off this. I see. What is going on in here? So we got, I think we were around here before, but just not up here. Oh, there's a glass floor here. Oh, that's nice. All right, out. So there. Whoa! Oh, the floor is actually. I thought I went through the floor. Wow, look at the fire going on in there. That is some hot burning furnaces going on in there. That's I don't know if it's gonna violate some OSHA rules with the ongoing flame, but that's really cool though, really cool. And we got our head dwarf up over there, who spews lava out of his mouth. Don't try that at home. Just not a good idea. All right, you know, in this area here too, I did miss this this staircase going up to the second floor of the production with additional advanced constructors and deconstructors up in here with a nice. This one's actually got a railing. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so this is like a production mining ship. Hold on, did it go this way already? Nope. Let's go this way. We got to go up that elevator in the back there too. So over here we got the medium-sized turbines, a whole bunch of them in here. Oh, and there was a central elevator over here, and that goes into a storage control on the front and then thruster access. There's a lot to the ship here. So we're going up on the second deck in the thruster access medium plasma turbine room. We've got some other storage controllers kind of going in here, kind of following that same design with the walls and ceiling and things like that. Which is really, really cool. Another deck over here, or two or three. So we got kind of an airlock set up over here. Okay, this is looking above those, heading forward into the front bridge here. Oh, and actually, yeah, this is actually like you do have a pilot seat right through the right eye of the dwarf. That's really interesting. Oh yeah, quickie airlock doors to get into the bridge section quickly. And yeah, oh wow. We got another whole deck up over here. We got our main CPU core main core there. Got the pinstripe on the ceiling. And our really fancy 3D holographic table. This is I think they play like some it's not D&D, it's something like that though. Some token dude or something did like some games like that. And then we got our throne seat sitting back over here with its separate little heads-up armored glass display in front there. And then what do we got in here? We got definitely a lot of steam. This is the large steam room with the big opening on the top there. Yeah. So this would be our upper hangar area for some probably some other smaller miners and things like that could park in here. And the steam helps warm them up. Space is cold, so I think that just helps with the warming up of things. Got a fusion reactor over here. This is kind of going back into engineering, but another deck above on the top of the stuff we already looked at. Wow. Okay, fusion reactor up in there. And this is really wild on the inside. I like the block design wall there too. It all kind of fits with the whole theme of the ship, which is again a very unique theme. Don't see too many journey to the center of the earth theme, but I didn't see the big talking tree in here anywhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, fusion reactor. If you're in a bad mood and want to end it all, you can just walk right in there. Okay, so yeah, medbay O2 over here too. Let's see if we got even some fancy wood grain floor in this area. So we kind of been up in here by the throne room. and the surround TV setup over there. Very, very nice. And yeah, I think we already came through here up to the front bridge. So, really, really cool build. Again, very unique. A mining vessel. And you can, it's got some symbols. It's got the dwarven spirit, for sure. The only problem that I find is usually when people are this crazy about mining, they might go a little too deep and get a little too greedy, and then these rog things, belly rogs or whatever those things are, they're like winged things that are kind of nasty and like fire and stuff. They could come out and give you a bad day. Just saying. But you can block their path if you speak clearly enough. So I'm just saying, it's all good. All right. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent there, but that's all right. All right, so let's look at the stats here. So unlock level 25, size class 7, 68 forward, 34 strafing, 36 lift, 34 reverse, 24 down. Got 8 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Running some flak turrets, so drone defense. We got our 5 laser drills. Automated harvest drill turret, so that our ice harvest turret. So it does ice mining, or ice asteroid mining in space. Got 4 sentry guns and long-range radar arrays, so the big boy in here. 12-hour and 25-minute build time. Is using an advanced core, 4 quantum processors. So it's going to need some stuff for it, but it's not too bad. Heat exchangers, superconductors. Obviously, it was running a fusion reactor in here too. So you got the reactor core, and it was running like a big, I think, a full pack of turbines. So that'd be 12 total turbines, 4 small, 4 medium, and 4 large, for a lot of residual. So basically, it shouldn't actually use a lot of fuel. Probably use some when you're at full operation and stuff like that, but generally it would be pretty good on the gas mileage. All right, and the core arrangement now. Oh wow, I thought it was gonna be higher than this. I honestly thought it was gonna be higher than this, but it is running an advanced core. Oh, you know, it kind of is higher than this. So core 9 set up over here, plus the advanced core, which provides, it's like 150,000 CPU there. So total CPU on here is, it is above, okay, it is above 900,000. So it's going to, just over 1 million. Stock shield on here, 54,017. Storage-wise, it has, let's see, we got an advanced pentaxa tank. So these hold 3,000 instead of, I think, 1,200. I think is what a normal one would hold. So you can definitely not have to fill that up as much when you're warping around. So we got, it looks like 4 standard controllers, and it kind of looks like they're all chilling right about at 640K. Well, almost. The front 2 here are just about 640K, and the back 2 are harvest controller 320K, and a couple fridges, repair station in there. Yeah, very, very cool build. Different theme. And yeah, this is obviously a pretty high-end, exotic ice miner slash asteroid miner slash production smelting center. It all works out great if you don't go too deep. But if you get greedy, problems happen. All right, again, this is the KMF Mattock frigate by Bubble Pharaoh, and yeah, very, very cool build there. And that is all the builds this week here looking at. So yeah, we got like a crazy modded base style module carrier. Got to have our combat ships. So we got 3 different combat ships going on. We've got the prettiest miner of the prettiest miner awards here. Wide bore working miner. We've got a lot of this, some more Buck Rogers builds in here. Very nice ones there. And then we got some Moria, or did I say? I meant Narnia build over here. So there we go. Other than that, you all have yourself a excellent weekend, and I will talk to you later.